Hello student, welcome to the online tutorial session. Today's topic is ring topology. In ring topology, each device is serially connected in a closed loop or ring, with each node connected to the two others node. What that is actually, it means that see, from this diagram you are able to see that one system is connected with the rest of the two system. Okay, and here is a dedicated point to point link exists between them. So what is a dedicated point to point in bus? So dedicated point to point means that this system, if it wants to transmit the data or information to this system, then only this pathway is there, and through this pathway this system can transmit. No other system will use this pathway to transmit the data. So this is the meaning of the point to point dedicated link. Now we will go through some characteristics of it. Okay, so that's what I have said, that ring topology is like a bus topology but with a connected ends. Okay, here it is forming a cycle, or you can say it is forming a loop. The node that received the message from the previous computer will retransmit it to the next node. Suppose in previously A, B, C, D in a circular motion is there. If any of this node want to transmit the message, it will again retransmit to the next node to checking for the destination end. Okay, the data flow is in one direction. Okay, it is a unidirectional one. Why it is saying that it is unidirectional one? Because it is a ring topology. So as it is a ring topology, it's from a ring, so any one directional data can be transmitted. Next characteristics, what? That data flows in a single loop continuously, known as an endless loop. In an endless loop, why it is loop cannot be closed or something like that? Because it will keep on going. If because all the nodes in it wants to, if any of them wants to transmit, then it is keep on checking the all other nodes to search for the destination end. So that's why it is an endless loop. Okay, it has no terminate ends, so each node is connected with the other nodes and having no termination point. And here I am saying that is a unidirectional, but which direction it will transmit the data? So data in the ring topology flows in a clockwise direction, not in an anti-clockwise direction. So what are the functions of it? Why we are using it? So function is to send the data, a device has to collect a special electronic message, is called token. So you can see that here the transmissions can occur through the token passing. Okay, so what is token passing? See, it is a network access method in which token is passed from one computer to another. And what is token? It is a frame that is circulated around the network. Say, take an example. When right now, if you go to the State Bank, so they will give you a coupon or number. Okay, it will be displayed to a respective teller, and when you see your token number, then you will go to this respective teller and deposit your money or withdraw this money. So this is the same thing concept. There is also token is used. Here is also a token is used. Okay, the message along with the token then travels in a circular manner. As the topology is called ring topology, so it in circular manner it will travels from one node to the next node in a particular direction. So what is the particular direction? The direction is a clockwise direction. Then the station whose address is matches with the end address, the data accepts the data. So it will then, it is though continuously moving from one node to another node. Why it is moving? It is checking the destination address with the rest of the nodes. If it is find the match that yes, this is the destination address and this node's having this address, then what will happen? They will copy the information. Okay, and it is also attached a acknowledgement receipt. Acknowledgement receipt nothing but the flag that it has received, because again if the token after reaching to the destination end, again we have to release the token. So if you again, then if you not raised any acknowledgement that is from this token data has been retrieved, then to again the token will pass. So that's why one flag or acknowledgement receipt is attached with it. Then the retransmit the data back into the source code, because then token after getting the acknowledgement received, then this token is going back to the source environment from whom actually this information is coming. Okay, where it is finally remove the network and token made free, where actually the source, destination and everything address is put into the token. So it is retrieved from in the source end, and then the token remain free in the network. If anyone wants to transmit, then it will catch the token, put every information in it, and then it is transmit to the destination. In this way the whole procedure is going on. Okay, next, what are the advantages of the ring topology? So first point is network management. Okay, so faulty device can be removed from the network without it bringing the network down. So it will, if any one system is problematic, is giving in problem, or any problem is there in it, so then the whole network will not shut down, only you can singly remove this system. Okay, product availability. Many hardware and software tools in the network operations and monitorings are available. Okay, cost, twisted pair cable is inexpensive, not so expensive, okay, but easily available, so therefore the installation cost is very low. Next is reliable. So it is more reliable network, because the communication system is not dependent upon the single host of the computer, because here one computer is connected to another, so no host concept is there, so that's why it is very reliable one. Okay, so what are the disadvantages of it? It is saying that the difficult in troubleshooting. So it requires a specialized test equipment, because in the whole network, if any of the system is not working, we have to identify which system is not working. So specially equipment is required. Test equipment determines the cable format where actually fault has been occurred. If any fault occurs in the cable, then it will be disrupted the communication for all the nodes. Okay, next, failure. The breakdown in one station leads to the failure of the overall network. It will failure. Okay, reconfiguration difficulties. Adding new device, if you try to add new device to the network, then the it will slow down. The throughput of this network is slow down. Next is delay. Delay is that the communication delay is directly proportional to the number of nodes. If you increase the number of nodes, then it will be showing you halt, and it will give you not actual throughput, something like that. Okay, here another one is that if we make this can be solved. If we make this breakdown of this network can be solved if we use a bidirectional ring. Okay, if you use a bidirectional ring, some extent we can resolve this disadvantage that we are getting in point number 1, difficult troubleshooting and failure. These two disadvantage we can resolve by implementing the bidirectional ring topology. So let me give you the example of it. IBM token ring network uses a ring topology, and FDDI network also use the ring topology. Thank you, student. I am ending my lecture.